Hey guys, FaTaM FPV here. I'm going to do a review today on the BQE 210. Let's take a look. What's up guys? BQE 210. Let's talk about it. I've already opened it, but I just want to show you the bag. I actually really like the bag. So many other quads come in like these junky boxes that I hate. Lumineer, you're one of them. Your boxes are boring. At least this, I can clearly see what it is. It has a nice yellow logo. Totally stands out. So good job to BQE. This is the BQE 210. Like I said, this is the version 4.2. We'll get this thing open. So what we have here is our unibody bottom plate. This thing is crazy thick. Super thick, you guys. It's super chunky. I like the block. Usually when I bang up quads, it's right in here because I'm straight into the ground. So I do like that. It's kind of different. I'm not a big unibody flyer, and I'm not a big bottom mounted battery flyer. So this is gonna be a whole new thing for me. I've flown a few underslung batteries. I don't like them. There's only one that I did like, and that was the Schizo frame, the Schizo Dark Matter, which I did like. But typically unibodies I don't like because I like replaceable arms, but I have a feeling that this thing is gonna be incredibly hard to break. And I've been breaking a lot of arms lately. Like on the Strix frame. Here's the Strix frame. Now I know these arms are super skinny, but they break. So I'd almost rather have something that's unibody. Anyways, enough about that. This thing is a tank. Here's your top plate, standard top plate. Nothing crazy about it. I do like the added holes, so if you have a VTX, you could actually see what you're doing. And then all these little holes here, which are going to be great for zip tying stuff down if you need to. I've kind of been spoiled. This is going to spoil me because I've been building like these 20mm, slam stacks lately. So this thing is going to be like roomy. It's going to be like the Cadillac of quad. So should be nice. It's going to be an easy build. You have 4 standoffs, 8 screws, bang bang. We will put it together. It also comes with what they call the bull bar. So what this does is it screws on right here and gives you added length to protect your camera. So if you're gonna ram into something, you're ramming into with the bull bar. I'm not gonna use this. This is the same thickness as the bottom plate. I'm not gonna use it. I got a GoPro mount. This is from BMC 3D. It was off of the BQE site, which is printed exactly for this frame. So I'm gonna be running it like that. What else is in the package? Well, he gives you this awesome keychain. Totally going on my keys. I love it. I've got a mini quad club keychain, but I think I kind of like this one. You also get antenna mounts. So to hold your antenna tubes, which I use a lot. Here's one on the Strix. This one, just shoots your antenna tube straight out. So those are going to get used, and then you get 4 camera mounts. From what I understand, 2 of them are for the micros, and the other 2 are for regular cams. So I'm going to be using a regular cam. This is a Runcam Sparrow, so I'll be using the 2 bigger ones. You also get, lastly, G10 plate. So G10 plate is, what I understand, it's like fake carbon, but the idea behind this is that you have your stack, you build your stack up, and then this sits on top of your stack, and then you can mount something to it. So you can mount your VTX or your receiver or anything you want on top of that, and keeping it in line with the stack. So kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I might not. But it is cool that you can run the 30 and a half or the 20 by 20 stacks. I am going to be running the 30.5 Hobbywing all-in-one system. That is currently my favorite setup. So let's get this bad boy together. Time to build. Cool thing too, everything is a 2.5 millimeter. A lot of quads use the 2 mil, so they're just a smaller head. I don't like that. I like the bigger one.
Man, Spose verse Channing, sound like Monday night Brady verse Manning. Rhymes wise. I'm all over the fretboard, do it next door. Flow influence since F4, slamming whammy bars on amateurs. Pompous Pamela, subpar parameters, pleasing.
All right, guys, there it is. It is now mocked up, the frame. So this is what it'll look like. Everything went together really well, easy enough. So it's time to put the electronics in it. Yeah, super easy frame to build. I like that. As frames lately have gotten more and more complicated, where there's like all these little pieces and parts, and you're like, what the hell does that do? This doesn't do that. I mean, it's straightforward. You have top plate, bottom plate, 4 standoffs. Done. That's it. I really like that. Thank you, BQE. Another cool thing is he left zip tie holes here and here. So my understanding is that these are these two. So when your antenna, or not your antenna, but your wire lead with your XT60 plug coming down, you can zip tie it to keep it in place right here, which is kind of neat. So we'll play with that a little bit. I took apart my Stingy quad. I didn't like it. I love Stingy. Don't like the quad. So I have everything right here. We just took it off. So like I said, these are the X-Hover 2206 2420 kVs. I love these motors. I have them on 2 quads now. Hobbywing all-in-one to go along with the Hobbywing flight controller and my Team Failsafe. Yay, Team Failsafe. So all this is going to go into this, and like I said, Runcam Sparrow. Great camera for you Dominator V3 flyers, and that's about it. So I'll get this built up and we'll go from there. All right, guys, it's all built. Here it is, BQE 210. Build went really well. The only thing I had to do was I had to take my receiver, take the case off the Spectrum receiver to get it to fit back here. With the Hobbywing stack, you get this extra pigtail. It's great, but in a squatty, more of a squatty frame like this, it tends to get in the way. The only really issue I have is the battery strap. The way that this Hobbywing system sits, it sits so slammed to the stack that if I break this strap, I'm gonna have to take my whole stack and raise it just to get the old strap out and a new one in. So I don't want to spend half the day at the field changing that if that is an issue. When I had my Schizo, which was a low slung battery, it was an issue. I had to change straps constantly, but I didn't have that narrow of a gap, so it wasn't a big deal. So that is my only complaint, but if it's not an issue, it's fine with me. I test covered it here in the basement. Everything went fine. So this is going to be the end of review number 1, part 1, for the BQE 210. I will do a second video, which will be a flight video where I'll have my GoPro, I have the whole thing recorded, and then I'll give you my pros and cons on flight characteristic and that sort of stuff. Like I said, this whole system came out of a X-Hover Stingy frame. So I know these motors, I know this flight controller, I know these ESCs, and I know how it should perform. So I'm going to kind of compare it to that. Now, with that said, I did not like my Stingy. I didn't like the way it handled. So hopefully this will fly better. I'll put a link in the description to where you can get this frame from BQE, and also the mount that you can get to from BQE. And I also, guys, I have my Patreon account. I'm going to put that in the link below as well. Please help me out if you can. I really do appreciate it. This stuff gets expensive, and any little bit helps if you like my videos. All right, guys. That's the end of review number 1. Review number 2 will come up shortly. as soon as I get some time to go fly it and kind of do that good stuff. It's supposed to snow this weekend, so it might be a week or so. As always, guys, please like, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. I do appreciate it. I'll have the link to the quad down below, along with my Patreon account and where you can get the 3D printed GoPro mount, which comes from BQE as well. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy it. We'll see you next time.